Yeah. We should find a way to get Ollie to like sit, like maybe
Just like
get him
his
some
head
boxes
is,
with
like,
a
right
little
over there.
bed or something. Yeah.
That would be cute.
Just to fill the void that is Brent.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, dude. My allergies.
I'm gonna say you like it didn't sound as much off of the mic, but
Yeah.
on the mic you sound way more congested.
As soon as I heard my voice, I was like, fuck. That sounds bad. All right.
Let's do it.
All right, we're going to start the episode in 3, 2, 1. Yo, 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 and hello and welcome to Game Speak Podcast. New episodes go for free feed subscribers every Wednesday in audio format on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Play, Spotify, and all of your favorite podcast platforms, as well as in video format on YouTube so you can see us in stunning HD, where we need you to hit subscribe and click that notification bell. We are streaming live every Monday at 7:50 p.m. CST on twitch.tv/GameSpeakPodcast, Facebook.com/group/GameSpeakPodcast, and on YouTube.com if you want to catch the show as it happens before anyone else. Be sure to go ahead and join our ever-growing community in the GameSpeak Podcast Discord at dsc.gg/GameSpeakPodcast to hang and talk games, battle and catch Pokemon, get show updates, find friends to play games with, and so much more. This show is 3 BFFs bringing you the hottest video game news of the week. I'm one of your hosts, Jamel Al-Jafra, alongside Devon Mayer.
So I got a feeling for Brent.
Brent was taken by the eclipse, unfortunately.
He is gone.
We're
he ascended
the
with
remainders.
he ascended with the rapture.
Yeah, with the goods. We're the bads. We were left.
Man, speaking of, I was sorely disappointed at today's weather.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to the eclipse. I'm a big space, that kind of shit nerd.
Same.
And yeah,
We were punished.
I was angry. I specifically set my lunch to like just hoping just maybe like the clouds would open up a little bit. I get to see it. No, a storm rolled over right when it was happening.
Yep.
It
It
was
literally
raining.
started raining as soon as, and we got like a tornado warning on my phone and
Yeah.
like all the shit. I was like,
God. And apparently like that was majority of the country too. It was overcast in majority of the path
Yeah.
except for when you got like pretty far up north. But yeah, that was pretty disappointing. Not gonna lie.
yeah, imagine like an eclipse tornado. I think that's when the earth opens up. And then like,
Is that?
yeah.
And then like that, would you see all the new Madrid fault line conspiracies?
oh, I don't know what that is.
I don't know how much you're on the internet.
No, I'm not
A
that
bunch of
familiar.
people just when any like major event that's coming up like this, like a bunch of people share stuff like conspiracies surrounding it.
That's like forever. Like,
yeah. But like especially on moments like eclipses and shit.
which is so dumb because they happen all the time.
Well, no, Jamel. Apparently, we're gonna get lots of big earthquakes. All right, and it's the end. It's like the signaling of the end times, and the rapture, and like,
dude. Like that's the thing. Those people who believe in all that, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. You're dumb because first off, like if you believe in anything about like religion, like if you believe in the Bible, it straight up tells you word for word. No one knows when it's coming. Nobody will ever know. That's it. That's what it says.
I feel like if there was a time for it to happen, though, total solar eclipse. But then again, it's only in one portion of the world. Like,
Yeah, that's my thing. It's just like most of the people that believe that stuff are the like ones that claim to be like super like God is coming. Jesus is coming back, and it's like, bro, if you even read like one time through the Bible, you do not know when it's happening. Okay.
yeah.
So just shut up. Like, get off the internet. Go touch some grass, some ecliptic grass. Like have some fun. Go outside.
It was neat how it got dark.
It was pretty cool. It was
But-
very dark.
Yeah, it got almost like nighttime dark where I was over in Tomball.
I was like in my apartment. I was drawing or I was coloring that Kiki. That I've been working on my drawing.
That's really good, actually.
Thank
by the
you.
way.
I bought some like alcohol markers, like because I wanted to practice like my coloring.
Like just looking at it, the shading and stuff looks really good, especially if those with markers.
Yeah,
Like,
those with markers.
I
Yeah.
could never.
Well,
I can draw, but I can't like when it comes to like color and paint and stuff like that. I'm bad.
That's what
I'm bad with colors.
I want to be well rounded. I want to be like a a mangaka. You know what I'm saying? Like they
Oh,
do
yeah.
everything. So like I want to be good at drawing. I want to be good at inking. I want to be good at
Yeah.
blending. You know, like whatever
My
medium
voice
I'm
is
using.
cracked.
Oh, dude, we're about to be cracking a lot tonight because I'm dude.
Congestion.
Yeah, it's just
the
so
congestion
bad.
episode.
But
But no, dude, that's badass, man.
I appreciate
no,
it.
seeing you put some color to it is dope. So,
Yeah.
I mean, for the listeners out there, Jamel has started. I don't think we've talked about it on the podcast.
No, I think I mentioned it, but I didn't go. And that was like right when I started. So like I
Yeah.
started like 3 weeks ago, like just practicing like 2 hours every morning. I'm like, okay, I'm dedicating 2 hours to this like every day. And I'm not going to stop for at least like 100 days. I'm pulling like the PewDiePie thing where like I just want to like practice every day in some way for like 100 days. And so like I've been doing like my little like worksheets I made where like I just practice like drawing point to point like just 10 times on each point. I've got like 30 or 40 of them,
Yeah.
and I go in like different directions and then up and down, like just so I can get my freehand like movement like really
The
good.
mind hand
Yeah.
connection.
And
yeah.
with my shoulder, like I'm using my shoulder to do the movements.
Dude,
rather than
okay,
the wrist
so
and stuff.
One exercise you need to try is like find something to draw, like look at it, reference it, and draw it, but
Mhm.
don't look at your hand. Have you done that exercise yet?
I have not done that because I know it's going to be awful.
Well, and that's the
Yeah.
point.
I gotta
But
practice.
But if you
it,
do
yeah.
it over and over, you get that mind muscle connection. Like it just strengthens it. So
Oh,
like when
okay.
you're looking at it, this is like an exercise that when I was a art major for one semester in college.
Yeah.
One of the big things that helped me out, I thought, was this exercise where we just looked at we either like one time we looked at another person, the other time it was just an object on our desks, and we drew it without looking at it with our right hand and our left hand.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah,
Dude,
left
I
hand
can't
was-
use my left
Hand was fucking horrible.
I can't even
but-
write my name looking at it with my left hand.
Yeah,
Like,
no, it all came out ugly. Except obviously your right hand's was significantly better. But like the more times we did it,
Yeah.
the better it got, and then it helped even when looking at what I was drawing, be able to like translate it into motion.
Yeah,
and
because
shit.
you did it the hard way first. Even-
Exactly, and it just strengthens that
Mhm.
mind. It's this mind muscle connection of just drawing and like being able to like convey with your hand what you're thinking in your head.
oh yeah, for sure.
And that exercise was one of by far like the most that helped me of any of the ones that we did.
Really. See, and that's
And it looks like everything's gonna look like shit, but you'll notice it eventually gets better the more you do it, because then you can kind of like remember like the muscle memory and stuff of it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think the thing that's helped me the most, the two things, is learning vanishing points and then learning like foreshortening and the Loomis method, like just learning how to do like basic shapes and then also how to make them basically
Give them depth.
give them depth, but also make sure everything in the picture is going towards a certain point. Like, so you don't have one thing just like shooting off over here and it looks all like fucked up. And then like,
Yeah.
and also using the Loomis method and learning, okay,
I don't know what
hair,
Loomis
it's basically like where you draw the foundation of like a head so you do a circle. You do the cross
okay.
into,
Yeah.
but depending on where or which way the face is looking determines where like you draw like like you basically cut out like a part where the side of the head is, or like the side of the skull would be. And so like if it's facing this way, you would put like kind of, it's hard to explain.
Like
I
basic
would show
shapes
you.
to like the basic shapes to build upon.
Yeah, and
To
so
get like
from there-
position and like and
Yes.
everything. Yeah.
Position, also where the
Orientation.
eyes go, where the
Yeah.
eyebrows go, and then so I do all that, and then I go over it, add the details, and then I go in with a pen, like an inking pen,
Yeah.
and then I go over my good lines.
Yeah, and then you erase
then
the
I
pencil.
erase
Yeah,
everything.
the pencil structure and yeah.
Mhm. And then now I'm working on the coloring. So
Nice.
like I want to have like everything, not perfect, obviously. I can't master everything, but I want to be good at everything.
Yeah.
Then I can work on mastering stuff later.
Then
So-
Jamel's gonna make a manga.
Yes, I am, and it's going to be about Ollie the dog. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't know what that would be.
But no, dude, that's dope.
Yeah, it's been fun. What about you?
What did I? Easter. Yeah, Easter was.
Oh yeah, we didn't.
Yeah.
We didn't have an episode
no, we
for
didn't.
Easter.
Had a good Easter, dude. Fucking one of the best family feasts we've whipped up in quite a while.
What'd y'all have?
Dude, fucking there was everything. Brisket, ham, like 6 different casseroles. Because it was like a bunch of the families that hadn't gotten together in a long time got together for Easter.
Casseroles are great.
And like all the families brought stuff, and like my family did the barbecue and like slow cooked 2 giant briskets, and then a big old ham hock, ham hock.
Yeah.
And like had a bunch of casserole, a bunch of like cold dishes that I can't remember all of them. Just like more food than you could, even if you got small samples of everything, you'd still have a full ass plate. And this is all like good, like home, like South cooking, like
just meat.
I got fat as fuck that Easter weekend, and then on top of it, me and Tate got to bring home. My brother got to bring home like just bags on bags of leftovers.
Oh, nice.
And we ate like kings for till like Thursday.
For like 2 days before it was all gone.
3 days. Yeah. No, we had to like send us home with a bunch of brisket, all that shit. It was amazing. How was your Easter?
You went and chilled with the fam. The food part was not so great. My mom was like just throwing shit on this little grill and using lighter fluid to like cook it all. So I was like, all right, we're throwing all this away and I'm restarting. So we just tossed it all in the trash, and then like I cooked it on the stove because I was like, this is not no.
Yeah, if you don't have a real flame going and you're cooking with lighter fluid flame, it's gonna taste chemically as fuck, and it's not gonna cook all the way through. Like
it was bad. Yeah. So I was like, thank you for trying, but
I appreciate
we'll do this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Besides that, though, it was fun. We were just chilling. I can't remember. Oh, did you watch 3 Body Problem?
No, I don't have Netflix. I don't have.
Oh yeah.
I've been hearing a lot about it. It looks, and then I want to say I saw a trailer for it. It looks pretty interesting.
It's worth a watch.
It's like a VR. They go into like a VR thing, right?
It's not. No.
Sort of. He puts a device. The trailer I saw, he was putting a device on his head.
Yeah, they show that a lot, but it's not like the main. Okay, basically the story is it's based off a book of that. I don't know when it came out, but it starts off. You're in like sometime like right around when the Soviets were like. Like the communism was taken over in China and all this stuff. Oh, by the way, I don't think we have it on multi-stream.
Yep, that's what I was looking at.
Yeah. But like, I don't know how to explain it. It's really hard to explain, to be honest with you. You have to be really into like physics and stuff. Like, and basically the world starts like shit starts happening. Like science isn't adding up anymore. Like suddenly,
like anomalies and shit.
No, not even anomalies. Like physics is breaking.
The laws
of
physics.
Yeah, all the laws are being broken, and they're like, what is happening? And I can't tell you what's happening because it would destroy the whole show. But like, it's a really cool idea, and it's really interesting, and it's done by the guys who did Game of Thrones. So like, this is their next thing that they've done like since Game of Thrones. So like the two writers on Game of Thrones are doing this. So the ending might suck, but everything building up so far has been really cool. Like, and really good.
Defense, they ran out of source material, but
that's true. They went off.
Yeah,
on
with
own.
creative freedom. Yeah,
this is like multiple books, and they're all done. So if they follow,
it's still off of books. That's right.
Yeah. So if they follow it, like it's gonna be great. Like so far, I watched the first season. It's 8 episodes. It is 100% worth paying for 1 month of Netflix and then turning it off until the next season comes out.
Okay.
Because it's like it's probably the best TV I've seen since Game of Thrones. Like, or at least the only thing that's really held my attention since Game of Thrones.
Shit.
And I like Invincible.
Well, Shogun, dude. I got to give Shogun props. The production quality is fantastic.
Don't get me wrong, I love Shogun, but once I started this, I dropped off of Shogun. I got to get back on it.
Dude,
I'm only on episode 3.
Oh, you're only on episode 3? Damn, yeah. A lot. Yeah, shit is about to pop.
Well, okay. I finished episode 3. I'm on episode 4.
Oh yeah.
I just haven't. So I'm 2 or 3 episodes behind.
3
at this point.
Episode 7 was the last one. Dude, I'm still absolutely loving that
I
show.
loved it. And I still do. I just like, once I got caught up in that show, I was like, fuck, I can't watch anything else till I finish this. That's how good it is. Because you have to give it like your whole brain. It's like a lot of thinking. But no, I'm ready to get back to Shogun. And also I need to get back to Delicious in Dungeon because I haven't watched that in a while. That's a really good one.
I've seen a little bit on that one. Dude, the Invincible, I finished this season of Invincible. Kind of disappointed, honestly.
Did they already put out part 2 of it?
Yeah, and part 2 just ended last Thursday, whenever those episodes come out.
I heard Spider-Man shows up.
Yeah, So yeah, the main villain in that, or sort of the main villain, he's like just this interdimensional, like he can just summon portals out of nowhere.
Yeah, you see him in the first episode, right?
Yeah, and then you see him sprinkled throughout the whole season, which is kind of why I like I'm not gonna spoil anything, but yeah, no, he fucking sends Invincible to this like alternate Marvel universe,
the
basically.
man spider or something like.
Yeah, and then Professor Ock or something, Prof Ock is what he called it.
Well, apparently they're from a Invincible comic that Marvel did like a team up with them like back in the day.
Okay, and I heard that it was based off of an artist Spider-Man like previously.
Yeah, so it was like a legit thing. Like he's technically a real Marvel character.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that got to come over and be in this episode.
You know what's even funnier about all this?
No.
People have already modded that Spider-Man into Spider-Man 2.
Yeah,
like 3 days later, it was already modded in.
That's the modding community.
The modding community is amazing.
Insane. Like, how are they keeping up with all this shit? That's the thing.
Yeah. Way I figure is you got a lot of bored motherfuckers that are just waiting to see something cool that they would like to see in a game, and they have that ability to just do it. So they just fucking do it when they see it.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of like me with like 3D printing. If I see something neat that I could 3D print, I'll just print it.
Yeah.
Now, whether it gets finished or not, that's
have you done anything recently with the 3D printing?
So I don't know if I showed you the blaster that I just finished, that heavy blaster that I did in it's in a all-clad aluminum, airframe aluminum, and I think it looks.
Yes, I did
metal.
see that one, the shiny one. Yeah.
So I'm finishing a second one of that, and then I'm about to start on my like full Mando suit.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Because once you do that one, like you're gonna be the hit, like dude. You're already that guy when you go to like the Ren
at
Fair and
TRM.
stuff.
Yeah.
Now when you go to Ren Fair, also if you go to like a Comic-Con or anything.
That's the thing. I'll have two separate suits. So I'll have my medieval Mando suit, and then I'm gonna have my like actual like not like lore accurate, but like an actual Mando suit.
Yeah.
And one's gonna be for cons, and then the other's gonna be for TRM.
It's okay, mine's not movie accurate, but you know,
and
what
then
is that? A stepbrother? No, like whenever they give him the masks at the end, what were the masks?
I don't remember.
I think it was Chewbacca, right?
Dude, I don't. It's been so long since I've seen Step Brothers.
Is like they for some reason I don't remember why, but they have like a really shitty Chewbacca mask, and then they have like a really nice one. He's like, it's okay, mine's not like. He's like, I don't remember because they got it for them. I think it was Chewbacca. I could be wrong, but anyways,
I don't remember.
That's all I was thinking about. But yeah, no, you got to wear that to a fucking convention. I'm sure it'll be cool.
No, and that's the whole point. I've already got the flight suit for it, which is like the undersuit that looks like a like Mandalorian flight suit.
Nice.
I'm trying to do it 100% like.
You're gonna do the jetpack,
like I guess universe accurate.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't decided if I want to do a jetpack because
that's do the jetpack.
That's a big fucking part of it, dude. And that's a jetpack. If I'm not doing some little tiny one, is gonna be like I'll have to cut it up into like 4 sections to print.
You could do it.
I know I could do it. It's if I want to, man.
You definitely want to. If you're gonna go all out and build out a fucking,
there are plenty of Mandos who don't have jetpacks.
Yeah, but you're not that Mando,
dude.
You know what I'm saying? You're the Mando.
I don't know. No, and I'm also not doing Mando. I'm doing a custom Mandalorian suit.
You could be Jango Fett, dude. You could be Boba Fett, like
or Din Djarin. They
need to put
all the main Mandalorians have jetpacks. Sure,
yeah.
But
you got to put some patina on that shit. Make it look like classic Star Wars. Like you're an old fucking bounty hunter that's been out there.
I'm gonna try to weather it. That's gonna be so. I'm pretty good at painting. Like not to fucking pat myself on the back. I've gotten really good at 3D printing. I've gotten pretty damn good at painting, I would say. But one thing I have not gotten down, I've only tried it a couple times, is weathering. So I'm very concerned on the weathering job that I'll be able to achieve.
Because I feel like weathering's similar to like shading. Like you got to know where to put this shit. Like, but if you could look at a reference.
Yeah, I mean, where to weather it isn't what I'm worried about. Because I know, like, wear points, like, the exterior angles and stuff are gonna.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm concerned about. It's just like there's a big thing of like once you weather it, like that's it. You only get one shot at it. Otherwise, you gotta fucking
redo all
clean slate it. Yeah, and
That's how it
and
goes,
to the
dude.
point that I'm gonna do all this armor in a that metallic paint that you saw the pistols in. I'm gonna do it in that, and then I'm gonna try to add some color and weathering to it. So, but that is just getting to that metal part of it looking metal is a 3-step process in and of itself.
Yeah, now that I think about it, though, you do have a chance to weather it correctly, though, because you could technically take like a marker or something and mark out the weathering patterns and stuff like that and just see how it looks. And if it doesn't, then do your shine over the markers.
I can't. See, that's not how it works. So for this metallic, to get that metal, that like real metal look, I have to do a perfect gloss black coat under it. Nothing else can be under it. Anything else, because that gloss black gives it that dark but reflective. And then when I lay this, it's a metal flake suspended in lacquer, and you lay it over, just powder coat it, and you just put it on real light. But as the layers take, it like kind of does like this crazy fucking shift to where it looks just like straight metal.
There's got to be something that you could use. Like,
well, yeah, no. So
I doubt
what
there's
I'm gonna
people
do,
that just go. I mean, I'm sure there are like amazing
there's-
masters who can just, fucking weather shit without even thinking
No,
about
no.
it.
So there.
But-
I mean, whenever you're doing like that base coat, that's not what you weather. You do the weather post processing.
Oh no, I know. I'm just talking about like being able to like line it out first before you do anything. That way you don't fuck it up, or
yeah.
you can see what it looks like before you actually try to do it. Like just
Yeah,
at,
or,
or at
well,
least
and that's
the
why
shapes.
for
and
that
stuff.
for that case, you just like do it on like a separate piece of just plastic or something. You do like get you a couple test samples, and then you try like a couple different weathering methods to see how good it works. I think
Yeah.
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take like a soft cloth, and if I like buff it hard enough when it's still not completely cured, it'll rub off in certain areas and look like weathering.
Nice.
I think is what I'm gonna do. But
Yeah.
but no, I'll keep you updated on that. It's gonna be a long fucking project.
Nice.
I had a whole suit of Din Djarin armor printed that I'd never finished out because I decided I didn't want to do like one of the I guess like movie Mandos or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got to print a whole new set of armor.
Hey, I mean,
Fuck
fuck it. I mean,
It's
you
gonna
could
be
sell the one that
days
you
on
already
days.
made, or whatever.
Yeah, I might sell the pieces off. We'll
Just
see.
go on like fucking eBay
I got
or
it. Well,
something.
but the problem with that is like I don't know where those files. I don't know where those files came from, or if I could even go back. It's
You
dude,
may like some
people-
dude's gonna find you. What's he gonna do?
I mean, I just avoid any of that shit
Yeah.
if possible. But
but for real,
but I mean,
what's he
to
gonna,
like a-
you got a
to
Mando
a
suit.
friend-
He ain't gonna do shit to you.
if I'm saying, yeah, made of fucking plastic.
He tries to punch you and nothing's gonna happen because you got your Mando armor, dude.
I mean, PLA's strong, but now if I was in my TRF armor,
Yeah.
then sure, that's
You got your
fucking
chainmail,
that's
dude.
real metal.
But anyways,
Yeah.
well, that's it for. Oh, wait,
one
go
more cool
ahead.
thing. I ordered a lightsaber too.
Like one of the legit ones.
Yeah,
like,
one of
like
the good
$100 ones.
Good
the
RGB one.
$300?
Well, no, not a. So it's like a NeoPixel is like the new like $300 or $500 ones. No, it's an RGB baselet, but it still has all the like effects and like motion detection and all that shit.
Nice.
It was on sale for like $80, so I was like, I gotta fucking
That's
pick it up.
badass.
Yep.
Yeah, I think something fun that like to make like oh yeah, that shit looks
Yeah,
dope.
going full fucking nerd.
Would be like making like a holocron, like just like one that glows or something, and making it like a light for your desk or something, like a like a Sith holocron.
Yeah,
That shit would be dope.
it'd be sick. I wonder how you could do like the base and then have do that little 4-panel
Yeah.
clear. It's almost like an upside down pyramid.
Dude, yes, that's
You
what I'm
could
saying.
you could do that.
You can make a little lamps and you could sell that shit. Not you don't even have to sell it, but I mean like
That'd be sick. I feel like that wouldn't be that hard of a project to do.
no.
Depends on the little light that like projects it.
And they all have different holocrons, you know what I'm saying? So like you could make like a whole bunch of different kinds, like
Or
Darth Bane holocron is what I want.
we could just go on Etsy and we could find this shit real quick.
Yeah, probably.
Somebody's
Somebody's
fucking
already
made
done
it,
it.
yeah.
Yeah. Anyways,
Sorry, but yeah, last little tidbit.
no, that's it for what we've been doing this week. Let's jump into currently playing. I'll just knock mine out because I didn't do much. I played Warzone, the new season or whatever. It's all right. We got Rebirth Island back. That's fun. That's
yeah,
cool.
I've made a return only because of
Of
that.
Rebirth Island.
I haven't played COD in like close at least
Since
a month.
Helldivers 2. Yeah, since Helldivers 2 dropped, you stopped
Yeah.
playing. And then also I'm at the final boss of Dark Souls 2.
Nice.
But I'm like, I have to wait to beat it because like I gotta go in there and beat the boss, and so like my brain is just like, that's a waste of time right now. You need to be drawing. So like I'll get back to it, but
the hesitation to the time dedication.
yeah, and then you got to sit there for like apparently there's like a 9-minute cut scene, and I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna deal with that right now. So you can't skip it. But that's basically all I've been playing. I haven't played anything else in that time. So
yeah, a little bit of Helldivers. I really hadn't been gaming much the last couple weeks, but a little bit of Helldivers, some Warzone. No, I guess I talked about that last.
Yeah, I brought up Dark Souls 2 the last time we were on.
Yeah, I remember.
But I had just started. Now I'm at the end, baby.
Nice.
I beat almost, I think, every boss in the game. Like, it was pretty easy, actually. Dark Souls 2 is really hard at the very beginning, but once you get, like, your roll and everything, like, dude, we were dropping bosses. Like, and I only had Hans help me with, like, 2 or 3 bosses, and that's it. So, like, out of, like, 20. So, it's one of those ones that you can do on your own, like, if you want to play it. It's simple. Like,
I thought most people tackled it solo.
Mm-mm. A lot of people play co-op. Like,
oh, okay.
Yeah, like there's a lot of bosses that suck ass playing, by yourself. But like in Dark Souls 3 or 1, but not in 2. 2 I feel like was really easy. Anyways.
Okay. I played some more No Man's.
Nice.
No Man's Sky put out another update where they added ship customization finally, which has been a long time requested thing, and then they added procedurally generated space stations. So we've had space stations, but they all basically look the same, and now each space station looks different according to the population of that like system.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. Good little
nice
little change.
Does it add any functional features to the space station?
It adds the ship customization, but then everything else is about the same. It's just but a completely different layout. But they look badass, so I thought that was pretty neat.
Okay, that's what's up.
No Man's Sky is still just rolling with the updates.
Them and Stardew Valley. It seems like those are 2 games where it's just like one guy, making like and forever updating it. But anyway. Yeah, so let's jump on into the video game news. We ain't got much this week, so savor it while you can. Just so you know, we are using articles from gaming news sites from around the web, and we don't claim any of these articles as our own. We're simply bringing them all to one place for your ears. All right, what you got?
Was there any like big news of the week?
There was something about Xbox talking about next gen stuff, so let's do that one.
Okay, yeah, hop into that one then.
Microsoft is moving quote unquote full speed ahead on its next gen console. An internal email from Xbox President Sarah Bond has revealed. The email obtained by Windows Central and verified to be genuine by Microsoft also announced the formation of a game preservation team at Xbox. Quote, we are moving full speed ahead on our next generation hardware, focused on delivering the biggest technological leap ever in a generation, Bond said, reiterating comments made in February when the console's existence was officially announced. No further information was shared regarding the hardware itself, nor when fans might be able to buy it, but documents leaked in 2023 suggest Microsoft plans to release the next Xbox in 2028. Regardless, with Microsoft seemingly making its development a priority, it will likely be available sooner rather than later. Alongside it, looking to the future, Xbox also appears committed to the past and present. Quote, we have formed a new team dedicated to game preservation, important to all of us at Xbox and the industry itself, Bond said in the email. We are building on our strong history of delivering backwards compatibility to our players, and we remain committed to bringing forward the amazing library of Xbox games for future generations of players to enjoy. So yeah, that's basically it. It's like shit we already knew, basically. Yeah. But now
I wonder
it's
if
confirmed.
The preservation team, if that's like just one guy with a building, just like stacks of fucking
old games.
No, not old games, but servers, just servers on servers.
Yeah.
With all the games like saved in there. And if anything ever happens, he's got the last last copies.
And he's got like little spreadsheets. And he's like, we got this game? Yeah, we got that one. You got this game? And then someone comes in and like, we need Pachinko 35 _ trash game. And then he's like, oh fuck, we don't have that one. And then he has to go and like climb through like some hoops and
just
get
goes
it.
to G2.
Yeah, it literally goes to G2. Uploads it to the Xbox Live server, or store. But anyways, what else you got?
So I thought this was a half generation like step though. So this is going to be a whole new console though.
That's what I was confused with, because supposedly they are working on a half gen update, and I think IGN misquoted, because that original quote was talking about the half gen like update, because it said the biggest generational update, not like basically IGN fucked up, I think, on this article.
Yeah, because it's not we're not due for a whole new console.
No,
but we're due for the half step.
Yeah, but I think they were basically in this email saying that they were already working on their next gen console, but also like just saying in general, like, oh yeah, we're working on a next gen console.
Okay.
But I think IGN put them together, like that old article about the mid gen update that's supposed to be the biggest mid gen update ever.
Oh, okay.
And they thought that this is like the same thing that they're referring to, but for next gen. Like, I honestly think IGN just fucked up.
Okay.
Like, I know what you mean, because I thought the same thing. And I was like, yeah. And I looked back. The old article was talking about a mid-generation. Yeah, they're just dumb. I'm sorry, IGN, but you can't.
Xbox and IGN confuses me, man. None of their console names make sense. Like
Xbox One, 2, dude. But that's like.
What do you think the next one's gonna be called?
Xbox. Like, I think we're gonna stop with all this stuff. I think because this will probably be the final generation, like the next one. It'll just be a platform. I think it'll be called either Xbox, or it'll just be called XGP or something, like Game Pass. Or
how do you think they're going to distinguish the models, though?
There won't be models. I think there'll just be one like powerful console that's basically a PC. And then like if you don't want the console, that's fine, because you can play Game Pass on your PC, or you can play it on your TV, or you can play it on your phone.
I feel like they're always going to be releasing new consoles, though.
I don't think so.
I don't think it's, if anything,
Xbox does not sell consoles. Like, they lose money on consoles.
Yeah, but I don't see them falling out of the console race, though. So if anything, I see them releasing a main like unit and maybe having a swappable graphics, like swappable GPU. Maybe going modular with it. So they're not selling a whole new console,
it's just a
but
PC. Like, they want to just sell you a PC.
I mean, they're
that
damn
says
near
Xbox
PCs at this point.
Yeah.
Like,
but
why not just give them the a little bit of the the plus side of having a PC is you can just swap parts.
It's true. Yeah.
I could see them doing that more than I could see them just stopping in like this is the last Xbox we're doing. This is it. I see them doing modular more than I see them doing that.
I think it just depends on how well it sells. But I honestly think everybody's heading towards that direction. I think that's why you're seeing Sony stuff coming to PC now. Everything. It's like Sony hasn't been putting out like any fucking first party games for some reason. It's like, besides Spider-Man, it's been a long time, dude. And like something's going on. I don't know. Something in the generation, or something this generation is weird, and I don't know what it is, but I guess we'll see in like 3 years. So
yeah.
But anyways, what you got?
So I thought this one was pretty interesting. So early last year, while working on the next entry in not that one. Sorry. My bad. I was looking at the some lucky humans are capable of seeing the world at a higher frame rate than others, according to the results of a new study.
That's me. I can see the world way faster than
I'm running like 120 hertz over here, dude.
That's it, dude. I got a two fucking.
Look, man, I'm sorry. I got less frames. I couldn't see.
Yeah, dude, my frame rate sucks. Like, imagine like just having a bad frame rate like in real life. Like,
dude,
you
some
see
people apparently got it like a shit frame rate.
Yeah, they got like 10 frames. Like,
you take enough drugs. Fucking. But I'm curious as to how they determine this, though. So the authors believe that the trait could even give those people an edge when it comes to competitive gaming and sports, though further research is needed to prove it. Okay, so this is kind of a speculation at this point.
They just cut someone's eyeball out, and that's one of those things where I'm like, how do they test? Like, how do they know what colors a dog can see, or like, how do they know Like
So I think on that one, it's dissection and looking at like the receptors in the back of the eye. Yeah, because there's like specific. I don't know what the fuck they're called.
sensors?
Basically,
Yeah,
there's specific sensors that can pick up certain things that like there's even sensors that our eyes don't have that can pick up like
we can't see like
ultraviolet
certain,
light and shit like that.
We were on a spectrum. Yeah, but like
I'm definitely on the
we're
spectrum.
definitely there. No, also when they're like, "Oh, this caterpillar, sees," and this, I was like, "Bro, you tell me you know what that caterpillar can see?"
Yeah,
I don't know.
Could all just be bullshit too.
I think it's all bullshit. I think a guy in a lab is
Are
like,
you a science denier, Jamel?
I think there's a dude in the lab and like he's getting paid and he doesn't know what to do, and he's like, "Oh, I got something for you. I got my thesis right here."
Most of these claims do come with like research backing it, right?
Yeah, imagine reading through the whole like 40-page detailed
40 page.
40,000 page.
I would say 40
investigation.
pages.
Hold on,
Not.
hold on. Even imagine 40 pages. Like no one's actually proofreading that shit. No one's like, dude, let me learn all about the fucking caterpillar optical, sensory organ or whatever. Like, let me get up in here and like, you know what? This seems legit. You know what? You wrote 40,000 pages. This shit's got to be real. All right, fucking run the article. Let everybody know.
Jamel, I'm really glad the science community does not listen to our podcast because they'd be throwing a fucking fit right now.
I'm just kidding.
No, I know.
I don't deny the science. I think caterpillars. I know that we know.
What do they see?
What they see. Caterpillars? Oh, they see it all, dude. They actually have the full spectrum.
X-ray vision.
They're full spectrum warriors. Like they can see like fucking everything. They can see tardigrade.
What is everything?
I don't know. Well, everything we can't. They can see. They can see sound, dude. They can hear shapes. You know what I'm saying? They're like fucking gods, but like
see sounds and hear colors.
Yeah, something. I don't know.
Okay. Where the fuck? I lost my place in the. So the human to finish this article because I do want to see how they came to this conclusion. So the human eye is a miraculous organ that allows us to perceive the universe by converting light into electrical signals. What we just brainlessly talked about. Yeah. According to the results of a new study published by the journal PLOS One, some people see the world around us at a higher temporal resolution when compared to other humans. What's more, the researchers believe that this ability to form more images per second could give these individuals an edge in competitive gaming and other high-speed activities.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's why some people can catch a fucking fastball and some people can't, like even no matter how much they practice.
I'm pretty sure we call it reactions.
Yeah, it's like you could work on your reaction time, but if your frame rate's less than somebody else's, it'll never be on par with theirs. You know what I'm saying?
Can get good, scrub.
Yeah, man.
So because we only have access to our own subjective experience, we might naively expect that everyone else perceives the world in the same way we do, said Trinity College Dublin. No, I mean...
I think, like...
In developmental neurobiology, Kevin Mitchell, who co-authored the paper. Examples like colorblindness show that that isn't always true, but there are many less well-known ways that perception can vary too, continued Mitchell. This study characterizes one such differences in the frame rate of our visual systems. Some people really do seem to see the world faster than others. But how do you fucking determine it?
Yeah, I've also got widescreen, like I can see way further out to my right and left than most people.
Yeah, exactly what I thought it was going to be. So how they perceived this was they had people sit in front of a screen or like an LED and it just flashed and then until they couldn't perceive like spaces in between. They basically like
testing to see how many flashes you can see. And if you can see 120 flashes per second,
but
I don't know how that would work because you'd have to be really fast at just like.
Or maybe it's just like an incline, and then whenever you stop seeing like the spaces in between.
Separate, it's just one flash to you, or it just looks like a solid light.
Yep.
Yeah. Look at us, we're scientists.
Yeah.
We already figured it out.
We could have did this study like 10 years ago.
Yeah, we did it already.
But yeah.
Also, yeah. Also, I see the world in 8K. Everybody else.
What if your frame rate slows down over time?
I think it does.
Probably
I think everything slows down over time.
Has to.
Yeah.
Macular degeneration. No.
Yes, of
That's
course. Yes, macular degeneration and ocular degeneration.
Ocular? Is it? I thought macular was like you go blind over a short period of time.
I don't know, to be honest. That sounds terrifying. Ocular. You can have an ocular migration. So,
Where your eyeball moves out of your head,
yeah.
or is that like a displacement of the fucking retina?
Wait, what did I just say? No, a migraine. I think that's
Migration.
where like.
You said migration.
Oh, is that? I thought I said migraine.
Ocular migration. So I thought you were talking about like an eyeball moving.
Yeah, this is it's when the code breaks in the game, and your eyeball. That's why I was terribly
confused.
Creed Unity shit. But anyways.
Yeah. Macular degeneration is like when you have vision loss,
Oh, okay.
and it happens at different degrees. But yeah.
Damn.
Science.
I got a full 180 degrees of blindness. We have a month and a half until Senua's Saga Hellblade 2 is released. And if you were curious to know more about the technical side of things, it has been revealed today that Ninja Theory's highly anticipated action game is locked at 30 frames per second if you are playing the Xbox Series X or S version. Speaking to GamePro, Mark Slater Toonstill, the VFX director for Hellblade 2, confirmed the console versions are locked to run at 30 frames per second with dynamic resolution with no additional graphic options, such as a performance mode available on consoles. However, the PC version is not locked to this feature, and increased FPS can only be achieved on that specific platform. Slater Tunstill explained that locking the console versions of Hellblade 2 to 30 frames per second made the experience feel more, quote-unquote, cinematic. However, he did not specify if it was due to anything else, such as technical limitations of the Xbox Series S. Nevertheless, Hellblade 2's lock at 30 frames per second is an interesting choice, and one that most recently Xbox first-party studio Arcane Austin received controversy for when it confirmed its multiplayer shooter Redfall was capped at 30 frames per second at release, before eventually getting a 60 FPS mode months after its less-than-stellar launch. This is the most recent controversy for Hellblade 2, as earlier this year, Microsoft and Ninja Theory revealed that when it releases on May 21st, Hellblade 2 will be a digital-only release, retailing for $50. Aside from running on Unreal Engine 5, Hellblade 2 is using Epic Games' MetaHuman animator technology to push the boundaries of real-time facial animation. I don't know, dude. This game does not excite me in any way, shape, or form, and the first one I thought was boring as shit. So I don't know. I guess we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
I mean,
they're not helping their case.
It looks pretty.
It looks insanely beautiful, but like at 30 frames, might not.
Unless
I mean,
you view the world in 30 frames.
But that's most plebs. But aren't movies in 24 frames? Like
it's a specific. Hold on, I'm gonna have to look this up because it's a specific frame rate.
How come we enjoy movies in 24 frames, but we can't enjoy games? I guess because we're interacting with it. I don't know.
Well, but I've seen better examples of 30 frames than other examples of 30 frames.
Correct. Yeah.
I've seen a lot smoother. I think
Tears of the Kingdom is 30 frames and it's perfect.
Yeah. So it really falls onto
the people making it.
Yeah.
The technological
the animation. Yeah, the animation side of it. I don't know.
Technological prowess of the animators and the
24.
Yeah, it's 24. Yeah. So we're all complaining about 30 and 60 and all this shit, but over in movies they've been sticking to that 24 for forever.
And with a game like Senua's Saga, you don't need a fuck ton of frames for the competitive edge.
It's not Twitch.
It's just
shooters.
It's a single player game, and more so a cinematic experience.
Yeah, it's basically a walking simulator.
There's no reason to be tripping
action.
About fucking and it's in there you're not moving fast. Nothing's moving real fast.
It's a slow ass game. At least the first one was. I don't know how this one's gonna be.
Anyways,
I think
people are fucking tripping about nothing.
You got anything else?
Yeah, this one. So, how hidden Nazi symbols were the tip of... Oh, should I even say that on the fucking...
It's all right.
Were the tip of the tip of a toxic iceberg at Life is Strange developer Deck 9. Did you see this article?
Yeah, apparently, something like the developers had hidden swastikas in the game.
In the game, yeah.
But which is weird because it's one of the most like woke games, like quote unquote woke games I've ever seen. Honestly,
Really?
have you ever played
No,
a Life is Strange game?
I've only heard bits and pieces about it.
It's so woke. It's the wokest of woke. So what's up with the like? Was it
So-
just like a dude who was like, I'm fighting the woke?
I don't know. So early last year, while working on the next entry in the Life is Strange franchise, a few developers at Deck 9 stumbled upon something that didn't belong in their game: Nazi symbols. Initially, developers noticed a reference to the number 88 and flagged the issue to their bosses, assuming it was an innocent mistake. But in the ensuing weeks, others found more problematic signs in in-universe labels, such as references to a racist meme, the number 18, and the Haggle rune.
Yeah, you got to be like hardcore racist to get those. I
I
have
don't
no
know
idea
any.
what that is. You got to be like
number 18 or 88.
a pro racist.
Jeez, they're like really studied up on it. Like,
Yeah, they're just like going through like looking like through diagrams and shit. Like what? So what is? Did they find out why it was in there? Like who was doing it? They got to know who. I mean, like, can't they just trace that shit back? Like, hey, who put this in here?
So I'm skimming through. It says, but as weeks went by, management remained silent and staff unrest grew. This wasn't until the first time executives, this wasn't the first time executives have failed to act when marginalized individuals at the studio felt unsafe. Now on the cusp of now, I don't think they found out who injected this shit into it.
That's crazy. So there's just some secret racist at their at their fucking studio, and like he's probably still working there. And he's like, "Whoa, who did this? Like, what is happening?" And he's obviously on 4chan. Just find out who's on 4chan over there.
Yeah, I'm not seeing where it says.
Nothing.
No.
Wow, dude.
But apparently the studio, like, people brought it to the attention of like management, and the studio tried to keep it like hush hush.
Well, I
And
mean,
so,
I
like,
would too, because I'd be like,
employees-
"Fuck, man, we got some secret racist in here. We got a DB Cooper of racists.
Fucking
Like,
DB.
where is he? Yeah, he's just like left his fucking mark and dipped out, you know? Like, it's not like they wanted that in there, you would think. I don't think like the higher ups were just like, yeah, let's keep this in here. I'm sure they were more just like, fuck, we got to, control this now.
Yeah, I don't think they figured out who it was.
That's crazy. That dude's
Yeah.
just like laughing somewhere, like it with all of his KKK buddies.
I mean, I imagine it's pretty easy to slip in code and shit. Like if it's a
it's
big
not even
group
code.
project.
Are they talking about in the like you can see it in the game?
I don't see in it that it's kind of unclear right there.
Yeah, because wouldn't players have noticed it, or maybe they're just talking about like code? Like I think you're right. It's probably something behind the scenes. Because I was thinking it meant like in the game, like if you're just playing the game, you could see it.
it doesn't specify.
Yeah, it's IGN.
Well, it
dude.
says Nazi imagery, so I'm assuming it generated an image in the game.
Or was it like on their team's like
It says Nazi
chat?
imagery.
All I know is
Yeah, I don't know.
like, okay, find the guy, fire him, get him in trouble. He'll never work again. There you go. That's all you got to do. Let's see.
Yeah, I don't. It doesn't specify if it's code or in the actual game.
That would take too much journalism to figure out. And
Jesus
IGN
Christ.
is not about that. All right.
I mean, we can't talk shit though because we just read IGN
We're not journalists. We're just dudes who
I'm
read
not-
shit
yeah.
off the internet.
and give our educated opinions
Yeah,
about
our
things.
scientific opinions. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake is one of gaming's most elusive projects. Announced in 2021, the long-awaited remake has changed hands multiple times, seemingly stopped development and restarted again, and after 6 years of development has yet to manifest. Fortunately, we finally have a real, concrete update on what's going on. Saber Interactive is still working on it, and according to the CEO, it's quote-unquote alive and well. Speaking to IGN in an interview, Saber Interactive CEO Matthew Karch confirmed that the company took KOTOR with it during its split from Embracer Group, and the game is still in active development. Quote, It's clear and it's obvious that we're working on this, he said. It's been in the press numerous times. What I will say is that the game is alive and well, and we're dedicated to making sure we exceed consumer expectations. So they say it's alive and well. They sound like, I don't know, like a terrorist holding something hostage. Like, you don't know if it's alive. You don't know. It's like, we haven't heard the voice of KOTOR yet. We haven't, like, you know.
Put him on the phone.
Yeah, let me talk to KOTOR. And they're like,
I just want to make sure he's still okay.
yeah, they're like, you'll talk to him when we get the money, for the game. That's what I'm
Classic
imagining.
hostage situation.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. Like, at this point, I doubt it's actually real. And I'm sure in like 2 months they'll come out and say,
Now, is this the remaster or the remake?
the remake one,
Okay.
the Aspire company.
Oh
one.
God, no, that shit's no, dude.
Yeah.
After what just fucking happened with the remastered trilogy, or
You talking about Grand
not
Theft
the
Auto?
no, the fucking Battlefront.
Oh, Battlefront. Yeah, that was trash. No, but Aspire's not working on this, apparently. Apparently,
Oh,
Saber Interactive took
okay,
it.
good.
I don't know who Saber
Good.
Interactive is,
Because
though.
Aspire is a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah. Let me see. We got one more thing here, which is just the lineup of games coming to Game Pass this month. So let's take a look. Let's see what we got here. Here's the Xbox Game Pass April 2024 Wave 1 lineup in full. We're getting Super Hot Mind Control Delete coming to cloud, console, and PC on April 2nd, so it's already here. Lego 2K Drive is out on cloud and console right now. Game Pass. Lil Gator Game came to cloud, console, and PC on April 4th. EA Sports PGA Tour, cloud, PC, Xbox, Series X and S, and EA Play on April 4th. Then we got Kona, cloud and console on April 9th. Then we got Botany Manor coming to cloud, PC, and Xbox Series X and S on April 9th. Shadow of the Tomb Raider Definitive Edition is coming to cloud, console, and PC on April 11th. And then Harold Halibut coming to cloud, PC, and Xbox Series X and S April 16th. Now, there are 6 games leaving Game Pass on April 15th, which is Amnesia Collection, Amnesia Rebirth, Back for Blood is leaving, Phantom Abyss,
Oh shit.
Research and Destroy, and Soma. But yeah, that's it for the news. And then this week's hot release, there's only one, is Grounded, which is leaving. It's not leaving Xbox, but it's going to other platforms. And it's going to Switch, PS4, and PS5. It's pretty crazy that Grounded is going to be on Switch. Can't imagine what that's going to look like. But that's coming April 15th. So if you've been wanting to play that game and you don't have an Xbox or a PC, now you can.
Nice.
Nice. But that's it. Yeah, Brent's not here for Chat GP trivia. So I figured we'll just save it for next episode. We're just keeping this a short, light, scientific episode. Really focus on the
very
facts.
Scientific.
Yeah.
Get all your facts from GameSpeak Podcast.
Yeah, GameSpeak Podcast is a spectrum, just like your vision. But remember, you've been listening to the GameSpeak Podcast courtesy of GameSpeakPodcast.com. The show posts for free every Wednesday on all podcast platforms, but you can watch it live before anyone else on twitch.tv/GameSpeak Podcast every Monday evening at 7:50 p.m. CST. Be sure to join us and the rest of the GameSpeak community at dsc.gg/GameSpeak Podcast and check out our other video content on YouTube. And if you want to stay up to date with your boys, you can find us on Twitter, you can find us on Facebook by our names and check out the GameSpeak Podcast Instagram. Until next time, listeners.